This video will guide you through the process of completing the part Allowances and Elderly Residential Care Expenses of the tax return individuals. Allowances and Elderly Residential Care Expenses. On this screen, you may claim for personal disability allowance, child allowance and dependent brother or sister allowance, single parent allowance and dependent parent or grandparent allowance, and elderly residential care expenses. If you choose yes for these allowances, the corresponding section will expand for you to fill in the required information. For the child allowance and dependent brother or sister allowance section, please input the particulars of dependent, such as the name of dependent, relationship, date of birth of the dependent, and the particulars of the parents of the dependent brother or sister. In addition, if the dependent was eligible to claim an allowance under the government's disability allowance scheme during the year, please indicate whether you wish to claim disabled dependent allowance for the dependent. For the dependent parent or grandparent allowance and elderly residential care expenses section, please input the particulars of the dependent, such as the name of dependent, Hong Kong identity card number, date of birth and relationship with you or your spouse of the dependent. In addition, please indicate whether the dependent was ordinarily resident in Hong Kong during the year and whether you wish to claim disabled dependent allowance for the dependent. If you wish to claim for deduction for elderly residential care expenses, please also input the amount of expenses paid by you or your spouse to the residential care home and the name of the residential care home. If you have more than one dependent, click the More Dependents button to fill in additional information. If you are married, you may also claim for married person's allowance and disabled dependent allowance in respect of your spouse. Please also indicate whether your spouse had income chargeable to salaries tax during the year.